Let's get it. Morning, Slate. There's our pilot, back from your pre-launch camp out under the stars, I see. So it's launch day. Seems like only yesterday you joined the space program, and suddenly, here you are, leaving on your first solo voyage. What do you say? Ready to get the Speedy off the ground? It's all fueled up and ready. Ready if you are. Are you kidding? Of course I'm ready. It's finally time to test new landing hydraulics with the pilot instead of an autofly system. Speaking of pilots, make sure you don't crash the ship for your first time, or the first time you put it down, you hear? Anyways, you'll need to get the launch codes from Hornfels and the observatory before you can lift off. Just bring those here once you've said your goodbyes or whatever. Oh yeah, you can fall over in this too. Sup, Mika? Hey, it's you. Slay said you're blasting off in your ship today. I'm really excited to see the launch. Aren't you going to space, are you? You better not change your mind. Hey, I'm still going. You better be. It's been forever since anyone launched into space. I really, really want to see it. Really bad. Hey, you want to try my model ship? Slay says it's just like the real thing, only less likely to start a fire. Try that again. Perfect landing. Right here, small one. Perfect. And it's gone. What a landing. I guess that's why Slate lets you fly the real thing, huh? I didn't even land it. Hi there, Porfy. Heyo, hatchling. Are you leaving us to seek adventures among the stars? When you return, let's me, and Gosen open up a bottle of the good stuff. Seeking adventure among the stars, actually. Other stars are too far away. Another metaphor ruined in the name's scientific accuracy. Nevertheless, I do hope you enjoy your travels. Good luck. Dang. What's up, old man? Brutal. You're actually blasting off in that thing, huh? They don't really explode as often anymore. All I know is between the space program and Mika's model rocket, things seem to burn to the ground here more than they used to. What do you got in here, big man? Pilot C each pioneering astronaut field spar. It's all that remained of our initial flight in space. Although it's been argued such a distinction requires breathtakingly liberal definition of flight, that day will nevertheless always be remembered as a landmark achievement in Herthian history. Cool. noise, though, if there is any. What? Oh, this is the camera. That's cool. I forget about almost everything in this game. Hi, Mara. So it's launch day, huh? I was gonna miss you. Speaking of launch day, I was thinking about it, and the platform those ships launch from is getting old. Isn't it about time you built a new one, less flammable one? That big tree in the village would be a perfect choice. I wouldn't mind helping out the space program. Just say the word. The launch pad is flammable? You didn't realize? Don't worry, it's held up for all the launches so far. It'll definitely fight for years. Probably. Hello there, Space Cadet. You're leaving the crater today. If you meet any other travelers up there, remind them to take proper care of their instruments, won't you? Tell me about the instruments. Oh, sure. I made all their instruments, you know? Let me see. There's church drums, Ribiek's banjo, and Gabro's flute. And Fieldspar's harmonica, of course, though Fieldspar's been missing for a long time. Sometimes it feels like just yesterday they were playing their harmonicas around with a campfire. Anyway, you hear music in space, that'll be one of the space program's other travelers. If you feel like company, you can always pull out your signal scope and track them down. What's up, kids? Hello, astronaut. If it isn't my favorite troublemaker. We want to play hide and seek, but Moraine won't let us borrow their signal scopes because it's really delicate and not supposed to be thrown around like that. Hey, can we use your signal scope? Can we please? We'll even let you be it. Sure. Here are the rules. Galena and me will hide with the radios, and you'll use your signal scope to find us. Last one found wins. Okay, close your eyes and start counting. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you're gone. Hey, Galena. You found me. Tough. You got me. But I'm the last one. I win. Promise you'll play again when you get back from space? Okay, you gotta. I can make it. This week. Fishing rhymes, fishing rhyme. Singing helps me pass the time. You leaving the crater? Guess we'll all be a little bit busier without you around to lend a hand. That big water planet, Giant Steve, that's where I'd go. Why's that? One time, after the rest of the village had left to sleep, and it was just the two of us sitting around the campfire, Gabro told me about their first trip to Giant Steve. They landed their ship easily enough in the waves, but couldn't see too far down. On account of how murky the water was, I guess. Too dark. Gabro wants to see what lay beneath the surface, so they decided to travel deeper. They traveled down and down. Suddenly, Gabro couldn't go any further. Giant Steve has a current you can't pass him. Sure, okay. Shut up a minute. This is the good part. So exercise the will of its own, the water refusing to let Gabro go any deeper, held Gabro back, almost as if they were trying to protect him from something. And then in the terrible darkness, Gabro saw it, the tentacle of the hideous beast. Is that true? Heard from yourself. Gabos can be a little fanciful, sure. They aren't a liar. I mean, probably. Anyway, I guess if you want to know if the story's entirely true, you can go see Giant Steep for yourself. Cool. Danger. Inside this fence is a pocket of ghost matter, a strange and dangerous substance that's invisible to naked eye. Good news, they can detect the ghost matter with a camera. Moving through ghost matter is uniquely painful and will probably kill you. Don't complain to me if you hurt yourself fooling around. Hornfuls. Supplement. Arcos. Hi, astronaut. You know, the patch of ghost matter inside this fence, Gasson said it used to be bigger when they were a hatchling, because ghosts never evaporate. It just takes a super long time to go away. I hope there's ghost matter in the village when I'm grown up. Ghost matter is awesome. Super cool. It'll burn the heck out of you. Yeah, I heard touching it hurts so bad it feels like your whole hand's on fire. Try not to walk up into any space or in its space, okay? That sounds bad and painful. Can I get up there? But there's no reason to. Understood. I'm Moraine. Oh, hello, astronaut. It's good weather for your launch, right? That's lucky. What are you up to? I'm using my signal scope to pick up the sounds of distant planets. It's set to Outer Wilds Venture frequency so I can pick up the traveler's music. Last night I heard Robek's banjo come from Brittle Hoddle. I hope that means they're safe. I can hear different planets too. Depends on what time of day or night is, since different places are in the sky at different times. Signal scopes are cool. That's sick. What's up here? I saw smoke come from a young bark crater up north and figured I should go check it out. You can use the scout launcher, just please don't break it while I'm gone. Tech type. Did you launch from here? East, Namai. Young Bark Crater to the north. Geyser Mountains to the northwest. The Quantum Grove. Good night. Ooh, that looks cool. Sick. This won't hurt, will it? Ow! It hurt. Oh, Glosson. Hey, I thought I might let my see before the big launch. Nerves getting the better of you? Right, like you weren't nervous for your first flight. Hey, don't worry about it. Your nerves are between you, me, and the vast endlessness of space. But really, you'll do fine out there. I'd worry more about the ship. If I were you, hopefully that lunatic slate is at least fix the retro rockets. So listen, there's a satellite, which is definitely not just a piece of broken mining equipment set up down in the Zero-G cave and in need of repairs. If you're looking for a little last-minute Zero-G practice, head down the lift and into the cave. Or don't, so long as you're confident, make ship repairs in space. One repaired satellite coming up. Cool. Get to it. And try not to concuss yourself right before the first launch. Can I get a helmet? Hi, Tough. Hey, nice of you to drop down. I'm getting some zero-G time in. So you're going in there, in the cave. What? No, I'm fine. Great and fine. You don't look fine. Well, you know, I hate that cave, so I don't know why you're making me talk about it. Pwah. Now I've got hand sweats. My bad. Damn, this thing's big. What do I gotta repair? Easy. I knew I had to be in here. Sweet. Alright, how do I get out of here? Put the suit back and let's go. Nicely done. Of course, it'll be more stressful when you're hurt in the space, or hurt in their space. Hurtling, Jesus. But remember, you're training. Try not to hit anything big. I can see you're itching to get off the rock, so go get the launch codes from the observatory and get out of here already. Best of luck out there, and hey, try avoid getting yourself killed. Now that I've put so much time into training, you got it? I will, sir. I will. I will kill myself, just for you. Adventures founding members, clockwise from the top left: Hornfills, Gosson, Slade, Fieldspar. Outerwild's Ventures, Timber Earth's first and only space program, was founded to explore the farthest reaches of our solar system. Fieldspar was the first Earthian to intentionally launch into space. They completed the first orbit around Timber Earth and later made the first of what would be many landings on our moon, the Adalrock. Hi, Hal. Hey, it's my favorite astronaut. Launch day at last, huh, buddy? It's the translator tool's inaugural flight, too. I'm so excited. It's making me nauseous. Just think, you'll be able to translate any Nomai text you want. Anywhere you are, the two of us will put a lot of hours in inventing. Put a lot of hours in inventing that tool, so don't break it, okay? Geez, do not break it. Ignore me, okay? I'm just nervous. I'm not even the one going into space. How you feeling? I'm excited. Good. You've only been waiting for this day since you're a hatchling. I can't wait to see all your training pay off. So what's the dirt? Seen the new you here to see the new Nomai statue? New statue. And heard? Gabber brought it back from the Giant's Deep, and the Hornfell's just finished prepping it for display. This is it right here. Neat, huh? Makes me wish you could see what a real-life Nomai looks like. But I guess this is as close we'll ever get. Check it out. Looks like they had a fur. Fur's weird. This is the first fully intact statue ever found, you know. And for how old it is, it's in great shape. Oh jeez, I got a little carried away there. Go on, you have a ship to launch. Take care of yourself out there, you hear? Remarkably intact statue is carved by the Nomai, ancient species who dwelled on the solar system thousands of years ago. The statue provides us with a more detailed look yet at the Nomai, who appeared to have been covered with a layer of fur. Note that the decorative jewelry has been carved as part of the antlers. Although their artifacts and structures have been found on almost every planet in the solar system, we still have no idea where the species came from or what happened to them. The radio tower on Timber Earth was built to receive transmissions from our deep space satellite. To this day, still has the first ever photos taken of the entire solar system. These photos were made possible by a deep space satellite, unusual vertical orbit that carries high above and below the plane of the solar system. Thanks to the recent upgrade, the deep space satellite is now responsible for generating real-time solar system map used by our newest astronauts. Watch closely. These balls move on their own. The ground is perfectly level, so what do you think causes the spooky motion? The answer is the moon. As it orbits our planet, the outer rock's gravity pulls on the objects from different directions. In fact, it's pulling on you right now. The piece of Nomai writing is essential in deciphering their unique language. Although this text is linear, Nomai texts are often branched off from central point. Interestingly, each branch tends to be written by a different author. We're nearly ready. Felix and I have finished construction, and she says she's calibrating the device and it won't take long. Felix, unfortunately, Adderrock's lack of atmosphere will make it calibration simple. After all this time, I'm thrilled to finally resume our search. Aside from the dwellings and structures they built, the Nomai also made art. This decorated pottery was discovered in Brittle Hollow. Some ancient Nomai art depicts strange animals, foreign celestial objects, and other subjects that can be found in our solar system, which makes us wonder whether the Nomai originated elsewhere in the universe or simply had a vibrant imagination. Were the Nomai born in our solar system, or were they born among the stars and planets? And if they were, how and why did they come here? These are just some of the questions we hope to answer through further xenoarchaeological expeditions. We see here are parts of the Nomai skeletons. We can tell from their skulls that they possessed antlers, quite unusually only had 3 eyes. The Nomai body was most likely adapted for living exclusively on land. The difference in the Nomai anatomy, such as their shockingly fragile bone structure, shows that Hearthians couldn't have descended from the Nomaian ancestors. It's not clear where Nomai originated from or why they disappeared. We hope to find more clues to this puzzle as we explore the solar system. The Nomai technology brought back from space by our astronauts has been a great boon to Outer Wilds ventures, allowing us to modify expedition gear in exciting and useful ways. For example, the Little Scout now boosts a warp retrieval capability that allows astronauts to recall their scouts almost immediately. This has dramatically reduced the number of scouts lost in the depths of space. The crystal is taken from the Nomai ruins on Brittle Hollow. It seems to create a local gravity distortion, most likely used for steep surfaces. Try it out. Yep. The anglerfish specimen was found attached to the landing gear of one of our ships that flew close to Dark Bramble. Appears well suited for living in dark places with minimal atmosphere. Stars like our sun generate light heat by fusing hydrogen and helium. As it grows older, the star runs of run out of hydrogen and start to contract. As the star contracts, it gets hotter, causing the outer layers to expand. The star has become a red giant. When the core is hard enough, it starts to fuse helium into carbon. If the star is massive enough, it will continue to fuse carbon into even heavier elements like iron. Ultimately, the star will collapse under its own gravity and then explode into a violent event called a supernova. Based on Church's observation, this will one day be the fate of our own sun. Cool. Hi, Orenfels. There you are. Just finished pre-flight observations and local conditions are good. Time to get our newest astronaut off the ground. You'll be our first astronaut ever equipped with the Nomite translator tool. I confess, I've been giddy all day just thinking about it. We're better equipped than ever to unravel the mysteries of the Nomite. You and Hal should be very proud of your work. Tell me, what's your plan once you get to space? I want to start with something small. You prefer to ease into things? That's a sensible plan, more sensible than most of our astronauts tend to be, and that's a fact. Do you think you'll go to Rock then? Our moon would be a safe place to travel to and get your bearings in space. I'm sure Esker would appreciate the visit. Plus, we don't know what the ancient Nomite ruins on the moon are, or why they were built. You could put the new translator tool into place. And then, looks like it's left to send you off at all, Looks like what's left is to send you off. All in all, it's a fine day for launch. I'm ready to get off this rock. Excellent. You'll be needing the launch codes then. Here you are. Best get off the ground before Slate makes any more modifications to your ship, eh? Good luck out there. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Strange rock moving around this grotto appears to react to conscious observation. The level-headed among us realize there must be some sort of optical illusion at play, but Gabbro claims the rock exists in all possible states until observed, whatever that means. Whatever is actually happening, both sides of this debate agree the effect is extremely creepy. Yep, just what I thought it would do. Excuse me? Oh yeah, this is how that happens. Thank you for taking my memories. Where's that guy at? Hello? The statue looked at me. Sir? Hello again. Is there something you needed? No, I want to talk about the thing that just stared at me. Am I just not supposed to say anything? Ow. Okay, I guess I don't talk to anyone about it. That's fine. Hey, so do you get a look at the Nomai statue? It looked at me and opened its eyes. Whoa, the statue is doing what? So its eyes opened and then you saw images of your own memories and glowing lights flying around? You mean like hallucination? Listen, no offense, but are you sure you're okay to launch, like medically speaking? You know what, don't worry about it. Maybe you should sit down for a bit and take it easy. I'd hate for anything bad to happen if you tried to launch while you're not feeling great. But hey, when you're ready, you can make the most of our translator tool. I can't believe it's all grown up and leaving for space already. For real though, I'm glad you're the one carrying it and not like Rebig. They'd fall on it for sure. Say, if you want to do a short trip just to get the space lakes under you, you can check out the ruins on Adel Rock. I'd love to learn what those are. Good luck and safe flying. Yes, sir. Maybe you should go check out that statue. Hello, welcome to the stream. What's up, Tefra? Oh, Ashnot, you going to space today? Yeah. Are you going to space and never come back? Like, I'll come back. Don't you worry. That's what Fieldspar said too, but they never did. Hornfell's been really sad. If you don't come back, like how sad it makes him to talk about Fieldspar. So you should make sure you don't get lost in space too. I'm back. Hi, Slate. Looks like you're ready for takeoff. The excitement of the launch is fun and all, but I can't wait to get back to working on the new ship. We're working on fixing the autopilot's avoidance system for this one. Sorry. Hi there, Fire Snout and Wheat. Please tell me if there's anything wrong with the audio in the stream, and if there's any, or just so I can get it fixed and make it easier to listen to. Ship log. I don't think I've even used that yet, so. Understood, thank you. First, let's do this so it doesn't get rid of it. And then turn that up. Hopefully that sounds better. Oh. Where is that? Graphics. Perfect. Sweet. Thanks, man. How's that? Oh, it's right there. Oh, shit. Okay. Where is the moon? There's the moon. Little Adel Rock. Engaging autopilot. I don't want to land by that. Yeah. How do I land? There we go. Perfect. How's this? Is this the first ship? It could be. Slow down there, buddy. What is this? There's something there. What is that? Church research notes. Property of church. This is an old crater. The neat thing here is that the composition of the samples I took from the impact site matches the composition of the ice on the outskirts of the dark bramble. I'd posit the outer rock was hit by a piece of the planet that used to be where the dark bramble now lies. To follow up on, maybe there's more fragments of old planet, fragments of the old planet dark bramble destroyed on other asteroid bodies in the solar system. Cool. Why do you feel like you're trying not to let me out of there? Are these the ruins? Looks like it. Oh, is this showing planets? I'm guessing that one doesn't exist. Is this the sun, I'm guessing? Yep. What is that? What planet am I looking at? I'm guessing that's... Yep. That's all main planet, whatever it's called. Whatever that one's pointing at, it's behind the sun. What's down here? More notes. Okay, wow. Wow, I've seen this ruins in other travelers' pictures, but seeing it for myself, it's really old, isn't it? But wow, this is the coolest day in my life. Okay, time for some official notes. So this is some kind of nomai locator. It points out the different planets, which is incredibly cool, by the way, but from what little I can understand of the writing here, I think it's built to try and find something specific. I'm not sure. I also was able to translate something out of the South Pole of Brittle Hollow, so I'll fly there and see if I can learn more. Yep, just gonna get back to the old ship and take off. Totally safe. Mostly safe. Oh, stars above. Cool. Thatch. Where should this new, more sophisticated locator be built? It may need to be larger than this eye signal locator is. Coleus. Anoana, and those of us originally stranded on the Ember Twins built a quantum moon locator there, but the heat of the sun made its construction challenging. I wouldn't want to recommend building on that planet. Plume. The southern glacier on Brittle Hollow has ample available space. I could construct a new building to house the proposed locator. Felix. Yes, let's build there. I imagine our young friend Convoy would enjoy it immensely. He's always held great interest in the eye, especially for a child born so long after the crash. Plume. I will begin construction on Brittle Hollow's South Pole immediately then. Cool. Is there more of these things that I can pick up? Maybe I just leave it in. Coleus. I went upstairs testing the eye signal locator, and it can hear the fall of the signals from the sun, Giant's Deep, and Brittle Hollow. So that's all three of them are. However, something strange is happening when I ask the Eagle Eye locator to follow the eye signal. The device indicator just rotates wildly, never points at just one direction. Okay, so that's what it's doing. Thatch, this is a curious result. It's possible the eye has stopped calling out its signal. Felix, I see. I most likely calibrate the locator incorrectly. Privet, my apprentice, and I will make the adjustments and try again. Felix, an update. Disappointingly, everything is correctly calibrated after all. Cassava, it saddens me to posit this, but my friends, but I believe this locator cannot detect the eye signal. We would need to build a more sensitive device if we want to locate the eye in the universe. So that's why they were gonna build that one on Brittle Hollow. I wonder if I switch these, will it change what's down there? No? Wait, I missed one. Thatch, then I will build it. Don't lose hope. Kasawa, our search for the eye is what brought our clan to this place. We won't give up so easily. Cool. And it's got trees growing on the moon. I ask her. Oh hey, it's you. Ground Control didn't tell me you're launching. Long time no see. Actually, I guess it's been a long time since I've seen anyone. Don't any of the other travelers come by? The lunar outpost saw more traffic when our ships were less sophisticated and need more frequent repairs. Nowadays, it's mostly used to keep a set of eyes on things. Sometimes Chirk comes by to say hi, but Gabbro is Gabbro, and you know how Ribek feels about unnecessary spaceflight. Don't go, I mean, anything else you want to say? I've already said that. It seems lonely up here. A little. I'm in touch with the ground control, Hornfells and Gossin mostly, and they radio up to chat now and then. And when ground control forgets I'm up here, they usually do, I launch a little scout at the village. They forget about you? I don't blame them. For one, I don't check in as often as other travelers, since I'm always in one place. And it's not so bad up here, really. At least it's peaceful and quiet. I don't always get that in you don't always get that in our solar system, let alone in our village. Is that you whistling? Probably, or actually definitely. The other travelers carry instruments, so they don't bother whistling. You can pick up their music with the signal scope, you know. Best spot for it is in the North Pole. Great reception. North Pole, okay. North Pole is marked on your mini-map, but Outer Rock is is a pretty small moon. Really, just go north, you can't miss it. What is this place? Very funny. Oh, the stars above your serious, aren't you? That's just depressing. Welcome to the Lunar Outpost, which apparently the space program doesn't bother to teach anymore. When we first started Outer Wilds, travelers used to bring their ships here all the time for repairs. Our spacefaring technology has improved loads since then, but the older ships tended to fall apart a lot, like more than they do now. Using the outpost cut down on the numbers of launches and landings taking place in the village, and also the number of fires. Nowadays, though, it's mostly just me up here, raising saplings from Timber Earth and keeping an eye on things. And I'll talk to you later. Anything else here? Oh, shit, wrong way. Dude, go back. My legs. Esker's signal scope log. Day 48. Still not picking up Rubiek's banjo from Brittle Hollow. I'm sure they're fine, but I'd feel better once I could hear their music. Day 51. Listen to Chirp play for a while today. Unrelated, someone should tell Porphy and Gosson their flirting is not subtle from an aerial perspective. Day 55. Banjo music coming in loud and clear today. Sounds like Rubiek's doing okay. That oaf. I was worried. Day 63. Today I thought I heard something strange. I don't know. There's probably nothing. Day 70. No, it's back again today, too. Something strange is coming from the timber hearth. Day 76. Okay, I know this is crazy, but the sound from timber hearth sounds exactly like Phil Sparr's harmonica. But Phil Spar disappeared in space ages ago. It can't be them. Day 88. It's still there. This is creepy. Maybe my signal scope's broken. I better talk to Gneiss. That sounds cool. Cool. Alright, time to launch again. I gotta get back to my ship though. Going a little fast. Where's my ship? I have not seen my ship. Where is my ship? There it is. That doesn't look that good. Not my problem. I want to go back to Brittle Hollow and see what that thing was. What's in that one? I probably should have taken this off. A nice little river that goes into a cave. Probably shouldn't be in the river though. What is that? Is that teleporty rock? It's teleporty rock. Can you stop? You're freaking me out, big man. It's always dark. In the ancient glade, the quiet shade is always dark across the old bark. I probably should know what that means, and I have no clue. Hello, Firefly. Is this the way I came? Yep. Nope, that was uneventful. Let's go to the next area. There's gotta be something on this rock. Wait, I didn't check up there. sun's getting redder and redder. Church research notes. Property of church. We detected a strange signal coming from somewhere within the grove in this crater. Very similar to the signal emitted by the quantum moon, so it stands to reason the two signals are probably related. We don't know much about the quantum moon, seeing as no one's ever been able to land on it. Hopefully studying the signal in the grove will reveal more about it. Guessing that has to do with the teleporting rock. I want to go there. That looks cool. Something around here I wanted to look at. I think it's right here. If I can land here. Can that shoot me? I probably don't want to find out. Ooh, this is the crater one. Just in case. I'm not fueled up. You're the person who I read the note of, right? Hey, hatchling. Thought you were taking that tin can of yours to space today. What are you still doing here? Me? I saw something crash over the horizon. Didn't like what I was seeing in the picture of my little scout sitting back, so I thought I'd come over here myself and take a look. So it crashed. I don't know. I don't know what it is exactly. Looks like some kind of plant seed, but it's not anything I've seen on Timber Earth before, and trust me, I was quite the explorer back in the day. Do you think it's an extraterrestrial? It kind of looks like something that might have come off the dark bramble. Whatever it is, it put its roots down in here in a hurry. I don't like the look of this thing, hatchling, and that's a fact. Think I'll set Marl and Hal loose on it. Best get rid of this mess sooner than later. And no one can remove an unwanted plant faster than Treekeeper can. I'll have to get a look at what's inside the seed first, though. Don't want to set anybody to hacking a potentially dangerous plant without a better idea of what's lurking inside. Tough can help me haul the old scout launcher over here, obviously. The opening is too small for someone to fit inside anyway. I'm not going to blindly stick my hands in anything that looks unpleasant to see what's going on. That's a good way to lose an arm or two. Whoa. I think the sun just blew up. My eyes. It's really cool. It shows everything he did. Morning. Roasted marshmallow. Oh! How about... Oh, that's bad. Do it how I cook marshmallows, in the smoke. bit more golden for me. Come on. Oh, that just makes it black. Okay. One. Hey, you ready to get this thing off the ground? Ship's all fueled up and ready to go. Did I just die? Whoa, bad dreams or something? You still look half asleep. That's a negative on getting deceased. I know it's tradition to sleep out under the stars the night before the launch, but if you ask me, it makes you all a bit jumpy. Well, guess I'm going again. I want to finish what I was doing at that little seed thing. No, I'm not flying into the sun just yet. Would be funny, but no. Can I send it in there? Dang. Oh, that's where the harmonicas come from. Cool. Can I? Nope. Alright, well, on to a new planet. Ooh, what's that? I want to land on it. The interloper. Wait, I do have a... Okay, alright, I'm gonna send that, or go back with that next time I'm at the... Oh! My ship! Oh, no! Oh, I'm stuck on this island. Let's find out what's on here, maybe. I hope there's something here and I'm not just on here for nothing. Ow. What is that? Clary, this is troublesome. It seems the comet wishes to submerge our shuttle in the ice. If we stay on the surface too long, the shuttle may freeze entirely. Well, I don't have to worry about that. Even if it did, couldn't someone call it back home with the gravity cannon on Ember Twin? Oh, they could call their ships back? Yes, but the exploration of the comet would be more difficult if we were without the shuttle until someone recalled it. Hello, thanks for joining the stream, guys. Yeah, I played it probably when it came out, and played like 2 or so hours of it, and never fully finished it. So here I am, actually gonna try and play through it. I don't know if I'll get it all done today, but thank you for joining the stream and watching. Yes, but the exploration of the comet would be more difficult if we were without the shuttle until someone recalled it. Perhaps we shouldn't have landed on the dark side of the comet. Suppose one of us remain in the shuttle to keep it warm and continue monitoring the surface. Pi, this would be wise. I think, Clary, if you don't mind waiting here with it, Poke and I will continue to investigate the surface. Cool. Honestly, yeah, I'd say do it. I bought it with the fall sale of Steam, and I really enjoy it. Like, even with the little bit I've played, I've also heard numerous good things about it, and even with that, I've still never been spoiled on it. Do I just stay here and wait till it melts or something? Because either way, my ship's gone. I'm kind of dead. There's got to be something with this thing, right? Or is this their ship? This might just... I think that's just their ship that got shot off. Yeah, it might have to die off, but... Yeah, just like Puma said, from what I know, I barely know anything, but what I've just heard is this is one of a lot of people's favorite games to play, and they wish they could play it again without knowing anything. So if you have the money to get it, I would get it and try it. I've also heard the DLC's good, and I'm really hoping the same. I'm guessing I have to be there to do that, because I want to get all these lined up. I might be able to. I'm missing that one. Dang. Has it started melting yet? Yeah, either way. Is that a black hole? Oh, that looks cool. I want to go in there, but I'm just hoping this like melts a bit, but I might just die beforehand. Eh. What's it gonna hurt? I wish to go into the black hole. Bye, Mr. Comet. I don't think there's much for me to do on you. I'm gonna guess this kills me. Maybe? I'm in. I'm gonna die anyways, let me in. Is there something else here I can look at? Yeah, I know. There's nothing I can do about it. I can make it. I can't make it. Oh, dang. Back to the beginning. I'll probably have to go back to that comment later. I'm gonna guess there's more to it though, besides a broken down ship, unless it's just there to tell me that they could recall entire ships, which is still cool. Morning. Ooh, nice little lag spike. Is there a thing to refill my I'm just gonna hope so. Let's go here. I think this was the water planet they talked about. Ooh, what is that? I want to go on that. Go land. Is that a landing spot? Is that what that is? I'm gonna hope it is. Ow! I need to fix my ship. Let me out. I don't know if I was supposed to land on this, but here I am. Wow, I just took out the landing camera. What? Okay. I don't get it, but okay. Oh, that looks like something I can read. Let me read it. Launch module. Oh, okay. What's this one? Control module. Turn. What the? Okay. I kinda get it. Come on, Mr. Telekinetic Ball. We're gonna put you in this hole. I don't really get it, but okay. Oh, stuff to read. Cannon aligned with randomly selected probe trajectory, gravity field activated. 3 minutes 11 seconds ago, requested to launch probe received from Ash Twin Project. So something sent out that? That's what I'm getting from it. What about you? What do you got for me? You want to read anything from me? Oh, it's showing it all breaking apart. Okay. Begin launch log. Orbital probe cannon launch request received. Probe launch successful. Probe tracking module is receiving data from the probe. Warning, orbital probe cannon structure compromised during launch. Damage to multiple modules detected. so that's how it broke. Then I'm gonna guess this is building it? Or this is when it's already broken. Damage report. Severe structural stress detected. Accessing damaged modules. Control module intact, no structural damage. Launch module. View or window fractured. Module exposed to the vacuum of space. Probe tracking module is missing. Wow. So cool. Whoa. I didn't know you could do this. Launch. What is it? Launch module projection zone. Let's look at this again, because I was missing something probably. I feel like I'm missing something here. I definitely am. Let's look at some others to see what I'm actually looking for. What does this read as? Can I read it? Nope. Okay. Avens. Mallow, my better 50%. Cassava is sending the last of the cannon components. Soon, relatively speaking, we'll know the eye's precise location. Avens. Cassava tells me he and the construction yard crew have determined the power setting. Determine a power setting we are not under any circumstances to go above. Okay, so that's what they did, is they went above it and destroyed the cannon. I see. And am I right to think that consequently we'll be ignoring that setting? Avens, I can posit with nearly 100% certainty of our friends having accounted for our nature, so I suggest we do. Avens, giving the orbital probe cannon all the power it can structurally withstand creates the greatest chance of finding the eye of the universe. Okay. Mal, yes, the probe must travel as fast as it can, as far as it can. I will make some adjustments. Mal, the thought of concluding our elder's curious and challenging search increases my heart temperature, my love. Okay. What about this one? Giant's Deep Projection Stone. Cassava. I have bad news, Avens. Yarrow says there was a problem with the proposed power source, so the orbital probe won't be asked to fire. Avens, I hope you're pulling my locomotive limb here, Cassava. I wish I were, my friend, but no. They aren't certain that they can fix the problem, so the orbital probe cannon is on a definite hiatus. Tell Privet and Mal they should return from the cannon. My spouse and I will remain at the construction yard for now. An update. Mal and I will join you and Daz. Privet left to visit her brother. She fears Aida may be filmed responsible. Okay, is there anything else here? Let's try putting you on here. See if I can understand this. What the? Is this on the actual planet? I'm gonna guess so. Got all these read, so I should be good to just leave this room, hopefully. So, if I can actually get out of here, what I'm getting from this is that they tried to build this, they didn't have the power source, so they put on hiatus, and then once they actually got it working, they shot it, and that's where we see at the start, and it explodes. I hope I'm right. Probe tracking module, which doesn't exist anymore. We should probably go in here, and I can't get to it. Ow. I I need to launch in a scout. Well, good shot by me. Maybe I need to go over there, but it's going to be a little bit of a struggle, isn't it? But I can use my scout to get to there. I can figure out what happened. Hopefully. Don't tell me I have to bring him over, though. I'll be really sad. I might have to bring him over. Wait, nope, we're good. Mal, imagine Privet, the probe tracking module, will be the first to know the coordinates of the eye of the universe. You'll be the first to see them. I am honored and terrified. You won't ask the orbital probe cannon to use so much power that it breaks, will you? Fret not, my nervous friend. We only need to fire the probe once. Anyway, so who minds if it compromises the orbital probe cannon's structural integrity slightly? I would mind, Mallow. I would mind. Because we won't be capable of receiving our probe data if the probe tracking module is destroyed. So this is basically just the thing that shows me where it's at. Okay. And this is what it looked like before it broke. Wait, is that up there? I don't think so, but that might be all I have to do here. Okay. Well, if I need to come back, I will, but I think I'm good to take off to a new planet, or just onto the planet I'm at. That is not what I wanted to do. Woo. I'm back. Is that? Yeah, that's fine. I want to go to this planet though. Whoa. Is that a hurricane? Is this a landing site? Well, gonna hope so. Ghost matter. Okay. So there's ghost matter that way. Ghost matter. Alright. Yeah, I see it right there. What are you? Play recording. Trip 4 entry number, whatever. Crashes 2. Boring crashes 0. I'm ready to see Slate when I get back. Ah, yeah. All the way down to the core. Consider yourself conquered, giants deep. You just got feldsparred. That was one most dramatic feats. That was one of my more dramatic feats, if I do say so myself. Can't believe I wasn't electrocuted. Ah, I can't wait to tell Hornfels and Gasson about this one. I guess the brute force isn't always the answer. Right, so that's one more off the list. Seems all that's left now is the big one, Dark Bramble. Here I come. So should I have even been coming over here yet? There's probably more to the planet, though. That's not good. Please don't grab me or my ship, Mr. Tornado. Oh, it's trying to grab me. That's... Did I just get sent out to space? I think I did. Get in the ship. Get in the ship. Oh, yep. What is that? That's a ship. Hopefully this place will be safe. Can I land in here? I don't think I can. I don't want to. I don't want to. We can come back. I say that's the right place to land. Okay. How much is Brokey? Upper hull's damaged, and I don't think I can do that till I get to space. I might just have to deal with it. More dead of them. What are these? Something to do with the tornadoes. Thank you for the scroll, dead man. Cassava, this is it. We've finished building the final orbital probe cannon module, and we're ready to send it into orbit around the Giant's Deep for assembly. Our next step would be to send Privet up to the orbital probe cannon to install the probe tracking system. To all my friends here at the construction yard, my gratitude for your tireless work. I had given up hope, but I truly believe this cannon may actually succeed where many other attempts have not. If I know my brother Avens and his spouse will want to launch a probe with as much power as possible, I'm worried the cannon will break under the strain. I propose we give Avens and Mal a slightly lower maximum power setting than the absolute maximum possible to create room for their enthusiasm. Are you going gelatinous on us, love? I'm delighted by your words, but they're atypical for you. If I'm ever half as gooey as Mel and Evans, if I'm ever half as gooey as Mel and Evans behave together, Daz, you may launch me from the orbital probe cannon. Okay. I don't know why that's so hard for me to read. Oop, yeah. Mr. Tornado, I do not want to be sucked up. Yep, I'm being sucked up. Cool. I hope my ship's okay. I will stay grounded until we land. Or is that how I'm supposed to get across? That's showing the 3 parts of it. Hey, let me down. What is this? 15 minutes, 43 seconds ago, long-range probe cannon successfully launched from the orbit. Like, right as the game started, maybe? Cassava, I have bad news, happens. Yara says there was a problem with the proposed power source, so the orbital probe cannon won't be asked to fire. I hope you're pulling my locomotive limb here, yeah. I wish I were. This is just the same thing as before, right? Oh, okay, so this is just exactly where I was before. What is... Mr. Tornado, you are lagging my game. I will be fine. I have a feeling I need to come over here and bring that over, seeing as I can see it's over here. Anything else over here, or do I just need to bring that slate over? Guessing I just gotta bring the slate over. No scrolls? Sweet. Nothing bad will happen if I go underneath, right? The music in this game is just great. Brittle Hollow. Kanoi, Daz, and I were lifting orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank down beneath the current. Kanoi, you should have seen it. We thought it was impossible for any cannon components to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. Cassava convinced me not to try and recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts, but we're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? My gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire constructed a model of the Giant's Deep here at Brittle Hollow Southern Observatory, and it reveals how an object might sink below the current. So do I need to go there to learn how to get below it? I'm unable to grasp the answer by looking through this projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. There are two trailheads, one at Brittle Hollow's gravity cannon and one at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Let's see what the Brittle Hollow area looks like. Do you control the tornadoes here? Because that's what you got it looking like. But I'm gonna take a guess that is all there is to do here. We'll find out soon though. Oh wait, does this teleport you there? That'd be cool. Yeah, I can't get up there. Gravity's too high. It's a tool. Sir, I want to get away from you. That's Brittle Hollow, but I don't... Well, I want to... Just give me a second. Yep. Okay, and then the top. Oh, yep, I see it. If I can... Oh, yeah. Roll time. I think this is it. Yep. That's not nice. I'm gonna take a guess. You have to drop it right in the middle of that. But I don't know if I want to try it at the moment, because I might die to it. Okay, I am there. How far is Brittle Hollow? Shocker. I don't know if I want to go to the Dark Bramble yet. What is that? There's so much. Is that thing? That's gotta be the comet, right? Maybe. Yeah. That's not Brittle Hollow, is it? Brittle Hollow looks like a black hole. Yes, this is going to be the best place to land. It's got this, also the same composition as the comet. Give me my suit, refill the oxygen. No, I just got here. Uncool, man, uncool. Go. Man, I spent a lot of time at that station, didn't I? Pew. So what I'm guessing is the probe fell all the way under into the middle of that planet, and I have to find a way to get to it. That's the whole reason for going in there. But that is not where I first need to go to the Brittle Hollow. Ow. Come on, I was out of the gravity range. Wow, okay, so the planet is not completely destroyed now compared to when I got here before. So I'm probably supposed to just do all this before the world collapses. Oh, chill. Thatch, is everyone unharmed? Plume, no one was badly injured from the escape pod's impact, but we're incredibly fortunate. This is good news at least. Have we heard from escape pod 2 or 3? No, I'm unable to make contact. My equipment can't hear the other 2 escape pods' chest signals. However, if it's any comfort, both pods must be structurally intact. I'll continue calling for them. My gratitude, if we can. Thatch, the moon is approaching again. Ever embrace yourself swiftly. The volcanic moon is returned. Be cautious of falling ash and debris. I believe the moon is past. The planet doesn't appear eager to have guests. We are certainly unwelcome on its surface. We need to find shelter, and quickly. The volcanic moon won't be gone for long. I observed several promising sites below the surface, but we'll need to construct a way for everyone to climb safely down from this cliff. Perhaps we could build platforms. So that's the escape pod frequency. I got down here. Good timing. Or is this the actual escape pod? Escape pod 1 vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Waiting departure from vessel. Launching escape pod 3. Launching escape pod 2. Now launching escape pod 1. Collision imminent. Prepare for impact. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. Minor structural instabilities detected. Pockets of breathable air detected. Adequate solar energy detected. Hospitable. Sorry, I want to read this first. Emergency escape hatch. Whoa. Is that the platforms they're talking about? I guess so. And they look like they're falling rapidly. Use caution. A black hole sleeps below. You must not slip. Oh, they actually built the whole city here. Or at least that's what it looks like. Of note, be sure not to wander far from here. Through this area is somewhat unstable. It's safer than any we've found so far. The temporary settlement is finished, but remember to be cautious of falling rocks and dust created by the meteor's impact. Ship log updated. I need to get down there, don't I? What's up here? A wall walking. Given concerns about our settlement stability, where should we construct a new, less temporary structure or settlement? We need to stay close to the escape pod so Felix can monitor incoming messages. We can't be rescued if we're not present to respond. I don't believe anyone's coming to save us, Thatch. Now we must save ourselves. I agree. We're here because the eye signal called to us and we followed. If we're trying to, or if we are to find it, we need to not merely survive, but thrive. This is a wise point, Plume, and eloquently made. If moving to the northern glacier will keep us safer, then that's what we should do. So that's what I saw from the north. I believe we should migrate to the northern glacier. What if we use gravity crystals to craft a stable path? Building beneath the crust again would shelter us from the volcanic moon's eruptions. Brother. All the rocks are cool. Towards the black hole or away from it. I didn't really pay attention. Ship's log updated. I don't know if I should go this way, but we're gonna go this way. So that's why you have to go up the long way to get up here then. What is that? Allow me, exclamation of festivals. All nomad clans from all over the universe meet. Give me just a second, I'm getting a phone call. Alright, I am back. Sorry about that. All the nomad clans from all over the universe meet in one place to share what they've learned in science and art. It's called the festival. At some festivals, one clan's big discovery can mean all the nomad get to advance too, like Anoana's warp core, which made it so everyone can warp long distances and explore more. Each clan has a festival envoy to show their most interesting work. Our envoy was Thatch. A single festival could last a long, long time. We can't go because we're stuck here, but Felix says we used to go too. Don't forget, festivals happen every 10 years. Formation of this universe. No one knows how this universe was made, but one thing we do know is everything used to be very hot and very dense, tightly packed together. As this early universe expanded, it also cooled down. Once it had cooled down enough, particles were able to group together to form things like galaxies, stars, and planets. Since then, space has continued to expand at a faster and faster rate, which is hard to think about for too long without your brain hurting. This universe will keep getting colder and larger until one day the stars and the life they support will all die. That's scary to think about, even though Kanoi tells me it won't happen in our lifetime, but it will happen in someone else's someday. Which means it happens in my lifetime and I have to fix it. Wait, is that another? Nope, okay. Ow! I forgot. District, Meltwater District, Ice Shrine, and the Black Hole Forge. All these lead up, though. I don't know if that's where I should be going, but that's where I'm gonna go. See what's across this bridge. There's so much here. There could be stuff. Where is he? He's below me. I gotta get down to him. First, I want to read this. Gravity cannon, east 400 meters. Wait, the gravity cannon's here, but later. So that sends me over there. You're back. Oh, you launched. That's great. Great job for you. Wow, I guess that means I've been out here for a while, huh? This is Brittle Hollow, but you probably knew that. Lots of history here. It's great. What are you doing here? I'm here to see the Hanging City. It's always been my dream to see it with my own 4 eyes, ever since I was a hatchling. An alien race lived in this solar system long before our species even existed. How could I not want to see what their civilization was like? Only, you've probably heard the others say, right? I'm afraid of space. Seriously, I'm more surprised than anyone that I'm out here. Do you want to know how I even got this far? I fell. Tripped over a gravity crystal. It's been dumb luck. I landed somewhere. My little scout says it's halfway stable. instead of being sucked into what's below. I've been gauging the stability of the ground around me using my little scout, and this seems to be the place with the best surface integrity, so I'm just going to stay here until I'm ready to move on. But that's enough about me and my problems. You didn't come all this way to listen to me blather, did you? That'd be, yeah. I learned something. Oh, cool. What is it? I found the Nomai escape pod in Brittle Hollow. Wow. So then the Nomai probably came here for somewhere outside the solar system. And they must have been in trouble when they launched their escape pods, but what kind of trouble? And where did the escape pod launch from? I'm so curious. It's an amazing discovery. I hope we can find out more about what and why the Nomites have arrived here, or why they arrived here. I learned something. Oh, cool. I saw an old settlement. It's amazing, isn't it? Hard to believe the settlement is still standing, but there it is. It really makes you appreciate living somewhere like Timberhearth, you know? Somewhere that isn't being constantly bombarded with meteors and rocks and stuff. I saw, where should I explore? Oh wow, where shouldn't you explore? Not the black hole, actually. That's very which is unfortunate because the most exciting stuff is all below the crust, including the hanging city. That's just to the north. You can kind of see it from here. There's also the big dome in the South Pole called the Southern Observatory. You can't get inside from the surface. Trust me, I've tried. But if it's like the rest of the Nomai structures here, it's probably a path to beneath the crust somewhere. Good luck with exploring. If you need anything about or learn anything about the Nomai, I'd love to hear it. If it's not too much trouble. What are you doing out here? Me, I'm an archaeologist, remember? Or the archaeologist, I guess. The archaeologist, I guess. Seeing as I'm all Timberhearth got right now. Brittle Hollow's rich with Nomai history. That's why I'm here. This planet is absolute treasure trove of culture, history, and science. If you have any questions about the Brittle Hollow Nomai, I'm your Hearthian, or I have knowledge of them, so maybe I can help. See you later. Be welcomed in this place. Above you stands the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. If you're making your first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, ascend these stairs and obtain the last of the knowledge you'll need for the journey. I can't. It's broken. Huh? Southern Observatory. Which also means this is where I need to go, but how do I get in there? I don't know. Maybe the stairs right there. Tower shard. Quantum fluctuations. The trees are moving. The trees in this grove wander about freely. The entire planet, roots and all. This is not normal. Even for this alien planet, I've never seen them move. Is that even possible? If anyone else witnesses this disturbing behavior, I implore you to record your observations here. Either these trees are apparent or my brain must be. Plume is right. The trees do move. I confess I didn't notice until I read his notes. Alarmingly, it isn't only the trees, there is also other matter in this area, such as an unusual shard of rock moving in the same eerie way. That rock is unusual for another reason too. It possesses color and texture I've never seen elsewhere on this planet. Hypothesis: this rock shard presence is significant. We should study it. Could it be what is causing other nearby objects to also move out of the area? I knew I could make it. Plume Felix and I have determined that the atypical shard of rock is the reason objects in this grove are behaving in a quantum manner. Of note, unique signals coming from this shard. Curiously, our friend the wandering moon sounds the same. I've also heard the same signal this shard produces calling out from the giant steep Timberhearth and the Hourglass twins. Suppose there are other shards like this one. The only other object we've observed displaying this quantum behavior is the wandering moon. I imagine the moon's behavior and this grove are related. In her notes from earlier, Felix mentions the strange type of rock is found elsewhere on Brittle Hollow. What if it isn't originally from this planet? Hypothesis: the quantum shard is from a wandering quantum moon. Perhaps it is even a small piece of the moon itself. So how do I get up there, though? And then if I walk off this, it makes me fall, yeah? Curious. Is it the same with this? Does this actually work? It does. But there's something I'm missing here, I can tell. Because the other part in there is broken as well. Where does that even go? The crossroads. Okay, it goes somewhere that's gone. Seeing as most of the planet is now gone too. I feel like I missed it though, so I might have to die off and do it next time. Because my ship might also be gone too. It survived. Oh no. That's no good. What the? Oh my gosh, this is where everything ends up. That's amazing. Beneath your feet lies a tower of quantum knowledge. If you're preparing to make your first pilgrimage to quantum moon, descend. Oh, so that's how I get in. So I wasn't too early, but I was too late. Shoot. This might be something I come back to. I have to come back to. first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, you're almost prepared to set out on this deeply significant journey. Before you do, pause and remember your history. We make this journey not only for ourselves, but also to honor the members of our clan who came before us. Those who, after the crash that brought them to the star system, became stranded on Brittle Hollow and on Ember Twin with no communication between these two groups of survivors. These Nomai looked upwards from two different planets and saw the same wandering moon visiting their skies. It was this moon, the Quantum Moon, that kept their curiosity alive during this long period of hardships. After the two divided groups were able to reunite, it became our clan's united goal to find and visit the Quantum Moon. This took time, and many Nomai who dreamed of seeing the Quantum Moon died before we discovered how to make this journey. When you reach the Quantum Moon, recall these Nomai and carry their curiosity onward with you. Welcome, Slanum. Your arrival here means you've completed your preparations at Giant's Deep and are ready to depart for the Quantum Moon. On your pilgrimage, the Quantum Moon will carry you, just as it carried me and many of our clan before me, to the moon's sixth and most secret location. You'll be aided in our pilgrimage by the shrine our clan built on the Quantum Moon, but remember this final rule: to explore the sixth location, the shrine must be on the moon's north pole. Be curious on your journey. This must be where I die, because I can't do anything down there. Not right now, Labo. I still didn't learn what I wanted to know, though, which sucks. There we go. And off we go. I'm going to, since you decide to do that, ban. Sorry about that. But with that, once this day is over, I am going to have to end it. I have other stuff I need to get done today, and then I might stream this game tomorrow. Thank you, any of you who are still here watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Alright, there we go. Reset loop and quit to the main menu. Thank you all for joining. Have a good rest of your day.